This is literally how I would teach a 10-year-old to acquire clients. Welcome to today's class on client acquisition. We're going to be going over the number one guide for infinite sales calls for dummies, right? I'm literally gonna make client acquisition as simple as possible for you so you can go ahead and make more money for yourself and your business. Now, why do you need client acquisition? Why do you even need to know what client acquisition is? Well, if you know how to generate B2B sales appointments, right, that is a very, very, very valuable skill to have, right? You can charge B2B companies $200 up to $500 per appointment that you bring them and make $20,000, $25,000 every single month with just 2 or 3 clients, right? If you know how to come into a business, right, install client acquisition systems for them and generate them sales appointments and actual sales appointments, right, qualified sales appointments that they can actually close, you are not going to go anywhere, right? This is probably one of the most valuable skills to have in 2025 and in the near future. Or maybe, right, you just want to scale your B2B company, but you're unable to generate consistent appointments, and this video is going to be for you, right? 2 reasons why I think client acquisition is super important to understand. So let's get right into it. Let's look at the theory, right? I know it's boring. I know you might want to click off this video, but if I'm honest, it's not the strategies, it's not the tools, it's not the softwares that you use that make client acquisition work. What makes client acquisition work is your way of thinking and understanding how to think when it comes to acquiring high-ticket clients. So this is the process. You got your inputs, you got your processes, you got your outputs, you collect market feedback, you try to find that offer market alignment, right? You listen to the market, you listen to what your customers are literally telling you, and then you iterate on your inputs. Now, it is impossible to fail if you test a bunch or iterate a bunch of stuff, right? You test your first set of inputs, you run them through processes, you get outputs, you get feedback, the next iteration, right? Even better, right? You put those inputs through processes, you get outputs, you get market feedback, you create your next iteration, right? That's going to be even better than the previous one. You collect more market feedback, more data, you iterate again and again until you find a winner that you can scale. So in the most simple terms, imagine you want to share cookies with your friends at school, right? But you're not sure which cookies they'll like best, chocolate chip cookies or sugar cookies. Testing an iteration is like bringing both types of cookies to school one day and seeing which one your friends enjoy more, right? If more people like the chocolate chip cookie, you learn that chocolate chip is a better choice. Next time, you might bring more chocolate chip cookies, or you might try a new flavor like peanut butter to see if that's even better. In cold emails, in cold outreach, in client acquisition, it's the same idea. As simple as it sounds, right? And I've probably dumbified, I don't even know if that's a word, I probably dumbed this down to the best of my ability, right? Think of the cookie analogy when it comes to client acquisition, right? You try different kinds of messages in outreach or offers, right? Like different cookie flavors to see which one people respond to the most. And then you keep improving or iterating based on what you learned, just like you'd bring the most popular cookies next time so everyone's happy. So whenever you are, confused about client acquisition, always think of the cookie analogy I just told you, right? It might sound dumb, right? It might sound like, why would I even think of cookies, right? But what I'm trying to get at is that client acquisition is literally just iterations, right? This is what it is, right? Now, there are people who think client acquisition is just, getting sales appointments and just spamming people with messages or offers you found online, or creating like a super no-brainer offer and thinking that's going to work. And there's other types of client acquisition people where they understand that they need to iterate, right? And get market feedback and only work through their market feedback, meaning they don't look at their competitors, right? They might, but they're not going to copy their competitors, right? What they're going to do is understand the people they're bringing these cookies to, see what they like and don't like, right? And then try to, get more of what they like, or try something new to see if that would work better, right? This is what client acquisition is, right? And if you understand that, and if you really, really drill down this methodology or this way of thinking, right, trust me, you are going to succeed, right, in generating sales appointments for your clients or for yourself. So how to test your cookies, right? How do you even test it? Like, what's the testing process? The first thing we want to do is obviously create an offer, right? An offer that we've created after researching our market, right? What I get my students to do inside Amplify, and I give them like a GPT that does it all for them, is truly research the market. Like, we build like 16, 20 page documents, right? Just building out the buyer persona and the ICP, right? And then we create an offer around that industry or that ICP, right? We don't just create Alex Hormozy type offers where we guarantee you 100 sales meetings every single month, or you don't pay, plus we'll pay you $10,000 just for wasting your time. No, right? What we do is we try to understand what these industries actually want, right? Because I can tell you for a fact that not everyone wants 100 sales appointments, right? Some people are happy with 10 because that's what they can handle, right? At their size of the business. Some people are happy with 20, some people are happy with 25, or maybe people are already getting sales appointments and it's not a problem for them, right? But then there's also problems with getting these sales appointments, like sales process is not optimized, right? They don't know how to pitch. They have a very low closing rate. The appointments are unqualified. The appointments are not showing up to the calls, right? So you need to understand which sets of problems your target audience is currently dealing with, and then create an offer around that as a solution. But just to give you an example, right? Let's say our offer is like, we will generate 50 qualified sales demos. We usually don't say, what I teach is I never say, just say qualified, right? Because qualified could mean a lot of things, right? And that's why we need to understand the ICP we're going after, because qualified for them could mean a lot of different things, and we need to understand what qualified means for them. But that's on a whole other video. So we will generate 50 qualified sales demos in the next 30 days, or we don't get paid, using our 3 touchpoint system, right? Cookie 2, we will generate 30 qualified sales demos in the next 30 days, or we don't get paid, using our 3 touchpoint system. Cookie 3, we will generate 20 qualified sales demos in the next 30 days, or we don't get paid, using our 3 touchpoint system. Now, what variable are we changing here? Right? The only variable that we're changing here is the amount of appointments we say we're going to generate for them, right? We change one variable and keep everything the same, right? And then we package the cookies up, right, into a message, and then we deliver it to our classmates, right, to see if they like it or not. Now, let's say you deliver your cookies to your classmates and they give you the best positive feedback, right, on cookie 2. They like cookie 2 the best, right? So next time you take this cookie 2, right, and you create more variations of cookie 2, right? Cookie 2, we will generate 30 qualified sales demos in the next 30 days, or we don't get paid, using a 3 touchpoint system. Cookie 2.2, we will generate 30 qualified sales demos in the next 20 days, or we don't get paid, using a 3 touchpoint system. Cookie 2.3, we will generate 30 qualified sales demos in the next 10 days, or we don't get paid, using our 3 touchpoint system. The only variable we're changing here is the time frame now, right? Because we want to identify the best set of variables, right, that create our offer that is going to be a winner offer. So first we tested the amount of appointments we're essentially guaranteeing, and the next thing we're testing the time frame in which we deliver these appointments. We package the cookie, we deliver it to our classmates, and let's say they like cookie 2.2 the best, right? Cookie 2.2 beat cookie 2, right? Then we take it to the next stage, right? Now we're changing the unique mechanism of how we generate these sales demos. 3 touchpoint system, we test that again. AI bot, we test that. 0 ad spend Facebook system, we test that. We package these cookies, right? And let's say our students, or like our market or our classmates, they like cookie 2.2.2 the best, right? Now we have our winner, right? We have cookie 2.2.2, right, as our winner. So essentially, to break this whole thing down, imagine you have a cookie recipe you want everyone to love, but you're not sure which version of the recipe tastes the best. So you decide to test different cookies by giving them to a group of friends, or just the people here, right, to see which ones they like the most. And here's how it works. You start with cookie 1. This is your first recipe. You bake it and you share it with your friends, and then you note how they react. Do they cheer and ask for more or not, right? Then you change just one thing for cookie number 2, right? Maybe you add extra chocolate chips or a dash of cinnamon, right? You don't change everything, just one important ingredient. Then you bake that cookie and share it. How do your friends like it compared to cookie 1, right? Then you keep going with cookie 2.1 and cookie 2.2. Each time you tweak just one more ingredient, maybe less sugar or a different topping, and see if people like that new cookie even better, right? By testing one little change at a time, you'll discover what makes the cookie really yummy, right? And then you pick the winner. After a few rounds, you just compare all the cookies you've tested. Whichever version your friends like the most is your winner cookie recipe, right? In cold emails and outreach and client acquisition, right, these cookies are just different versions of your message or your offer, right? You test small changes, right, different promises, different guarantees, different time frames, different unique mechanisms to see what gets people most excited, just like testing cookie recipes to find the tastiest treat, right? And once we get the winner cookie, right, we simply generate more cookies, right? More cookie 2.2.2, we just generate more of them. And the way we do that in client acquisition is by basically delivering our cookies to more people, right? To more leads, to a larger share of the market that we're going after. So that's essentially how you scale, is just increase your inputs, right? And make sure your processes can handle the increase of inputs. Now, how do we package our cookies, right? We need to keep the message as simple as possible and as direct as possible, right? The goal of packaging our offer is to show off the cookie, the flavors, and entice the person to buy and open the cookie to try it out. With cold emails, cold DMs, our goal is to entice the person enough for them to open our email, reply to our email, and be willing to try it, aka jump on a call with us. 3 rules to writing outreach messages, right? They need to be direct, and they need to basically build some resonance, right? They need to resonate with the person we're reaching out to. For example, let's say you're reaching out to a 7-figure business owner, right? A 7-figure business owner of like a 7-figure company. And you outreach offering marketing, right? Now that person most likely has marketing, a marketing team, a marketing department. And they don't care about marketing because they're just focused on working on the business. They're not working inside the business. And yes, you might think that working on marketing is working on the business. For 7-8-figure companies, it's not, right? So they have specific marketing departments. So if you reach out to the business owner, the founder, right, they're not going to care as much as if you reached out to a CMO of that company. Right? Because the CMO essentially manages the marketing department, the marketing side of the business. So they would resonate and understand your message and your offer more. It needs to be short, under 50 words, right? Do not write long paragraphs in your email or outreach messages. No one is going to read them, right? The basis of the idea is that when you reach out to someone, they need to understand what is it that you are offering and what incentives can you give them to jump on a call with you. People are very precious of their time, right? And they're not going to be sitting around answering to every outreach message and jumping on a call with everyone who offers a call, right? They're just not going to do that anymore, right? Because the market is simply too sophisticated. So what they're going to do instead is see what incentives do they have to jump on a call with you, right? What's so interesting about you that I'm going to dedicate 15-20 minutes of my time to jump on a call with you, right? So you need to think about that when you're writing out your messages, right? No one's going to read a paragraph, so keep it short, under 50 words, right? And basically write out what incentive they have to jumping on the call with you. And then obviously call to action, right? Would this be worth a chat? Don't say, can we book a call to talk about it, right? Make it more casual. Would this be worth a chat, For example, hey Bobby, right? Let's say Bobby, we researched he relies on referrals. Particular industries are very heavy on relying on referrals. So we say, hey Bobby, referrals can be pretty inconsistent. I mean, imagine relying on your clients to bring you business. And they know that, right? Because if they rely on referrals and they build up their business with referrals, they understand that they are relying their income on their clients to bring, which is not always scalable and can be inconsistent. We can generate 30 ICP qualified sales appointments in the next 30 days on a complete performance basis using our AI agents. Would that be worth a chat? That's it. That's all you need to say. And then Bobby here, right? If Bobby currently relies on referrals and it's inconsistent for him and he can't scale his business, right? And if you tell him like, we'll generate not only 30 sales appointments, but 30 ICP qualified sales appointments in the next 30 days on a performance basis using your AI agent's unique mechanism, then Bobby will be enticed enough to hear you out, right? At least reply to you. Now, if this is your winner message, right? You put this winner message through a channel, right? Cold email, cold DMs, cold call, right? And then basically just focus on putting your cookies in front of as many people as possible, right? The reason why I didn't make this video as how to cold email, how to cold DM, how to cold call is because this is not what makes or breaks your client acquisition, right? Or your ability to generate sales appointments. What makes or breaks your ability to generate sales appointments is understanding the thinking behind client acquisition, right? How to think and how to create offers that truly resonate with the market and trying to find offer market alignment. Now, looking at the numbers, right? And these numbers here, they are pulled from averages that myself and my clients are currently getting, right? So these are not random numbers that I'm just pulling out of thin air. These are numbers based on my own campaigns and my client campaigns. So let's say you reach out to 15,000 people every single month. You send out 30,000 emails per month with a 4% reply rate. That's 1,200 responses. 20% positive response rate, that's 240 people interested. A 30% positive response to appointment booking rate, that's 72 sales calls booked, right? Now you either sell these sales calls that you're generating here, right, and make $5,000 to $10,000 a month getting paid for every appointment you generate for your B2B clients, right? Essentially, you are selling client acquisition systems, right? And this is a business model that I am currently working on and that I believe in. That could be the easiest business model to scale, right? Or you just, generate them for your own business, right? So two different reasons why you should basically become a client acquisition expert, right? You either sell these sales calls, right, by installing the acquisition systems into other B2B companies, right? Or you can generate them for yourself. There's literally no downside. So yeah, you essentially need to become a client acquisition expert if you are looking to make a lot of money, right, in the next couple of years. If you are interested, I made a free training on how you can start and scale a client acquisition systems business, available in the description below this video. If you want to know what this business model is about, what this opportunity is about and how you can make money with it, make sure to check out that completely free training. There's no opt-ins or anything like that. So make sure to check it out if you're interested in how I can help you when it comes to selling client acquisition systems or installing client acquisition systems into your business. Then maybe book a call with me. But apart from that, thank you guys so much for sticking all the way to the end. If you did stick all the way to the end, I know you're serious about this and I know you're going to succeed no matter what, right? I'm vouching for you and I believe in you. Just make sure everything that I just went over, actually apply it. Honestly, just actually apply it. And actually start practicing these methodologies, right, within your own business or your future business. But yeah, apart from that, I'll see you guys on the next video.